things go. Because it does add a little bit to the challenge. So yeah, there you go. You can see that's now one way out, one way in. Howdy, and welcome to Gaming with Naylor. Today we're going to have a little bit of different fun. We're going to play something, not Ark. We're going to try City Skylines, which I haven't played it. Just bought it, haven't played it. So I figured, hey, if I'm going to have fun, or maybe not have fun, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into with this one. Now, what I had to figure out, because I don't know anything about what I'm doing on any of this, so I don't know what any of these things are, if they're good places, bad places, but we're just going to go with it and see what trouble we can get into. So we'll start just basically with the Cliffside Bay, I guess is what it's called. Let's see that there's any other changes here. We won't use left-hand traffic. We're American, so we'll stick with standard. At least it's logical to us. So my understanding of this game is very similar to another game that I've played since the original came out, called Sim City. It looked fun and entertaining, similar yet a little different. So I figured I would try out and see what happens here. So here's the basic screen. Not sure what this little duck is here. Yep, okay. He just tells us what people are talking about. And that's the help. We don't need the help right now. I hope not. So I'm looking at this. First thing I'm going to do is build a road. I thought we would have figured that out on our own. There's a lot of road options here. We'll have to figure out what they do. But the other thing I'm going to do, because this thing keeps going, I'm going to pause the game here while I get this initial road area built. Just because I don't want to waste the money. Because all these games like to burn money. And it just seems like a lot of money to go through right off the bat. I do know we can make these one-way roads somehow, which will be very useful. We didn't have that option in Sim City, so I'm hoping I can find a way to do that. I'm not really sure how to do it, but maybe it'll show us here. We'll go straight. Let's just go for $1,000 worth of road. And nope, stop. And we'll build $1,000 worth of road over here. Okay. Alright, right click will exit that. And then that'll give us our main roads into and out of town. Let me see here. Those look like they might, no, they're not one way, they're two-way roads. So let's see. Oops, sorry, hope I didn't make anybody dizzy there. Let me see if I can figure out how to make that road a one-way road. Oh, two-lane one-way road. That's how you do it. And I wonder if, nope, can't do that, so you're gonna have to bulldoze that. Or delete it. This is the, no, that's the economy. Yep, there's Mr. Bulldozer. Delete these. Hey, that was good to have money for a few minutes. And rebuild. And we're gonna exit that. This way, again, another 1,000. Ah, they're not quite the same in length, but it's the same construction cost, so. Let's see here. Whoops. Well, those are flowing the same direction. I don't think we want them to flow the same direction. Probably have to build it. It's always nice when you get a new game, you gotta figure out how things work. And it's kind of nice not things go. Because it does add a little bit to the challenge. So yeah, there you go. You can see that's now one way out, one way in. And, what is this person standing here? No, it's like, I have no idea what that is. Okay, interesting. So the other thing we can do on this, we can build curvy roads. I'm going to stick with one way. And what I really want to do is kind of give a circle to start with. So let's see. Maybe not a circle. Maybe we'll just stick to straight roads here, but we're going to keep it with one way. But let's do one way. There it goes. Doesn't snap to 45. That would be nice if it did, but it doesn't. So maybe we'll use. Maybe we'll use freeform road. Okay. Not there. Bring that around. Probably there. And to there. Alright, so now our road comes in and back out. It's kind of a little keyhole, and actually looks like a nice little place to put a park there. Once I find how to do that. That's kind of nice. A bit of a natural little park. Kind of, hey, look, it's a nice clean city. So, the other thing I want to do here is I want to kind of separate the industrial from the residential and kind of get the commercial wedged in between them somehow. So these are all okay, it's just telling me how to build elevated roads, which is good, useful. So what I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to take, when you come in, let's get the industrial traffic out of the way first. So let's peel industrial traffic off, go in this direction. Okay. And these are all, I'm still working on one-way roads. Now I'm going to go to a straight. No, I want straight roads. And I'm going to run it down this direction. Whoop. That. Straight road. There we go. Now you have to actually pick the things, you know, in order for them to work. So I'm going to build, I don't know how much room I need here, but it looks like the zone stops here. So I'm going to go to a little bit further, maybe to there. And then bring that to there, and then I'm going to connect this. Well, these are two-way roads, which I'm okay with for that point. And I'm going to stop that there. And now in order for them to leave the area, I'm going to go back to these one-way roads. I'm going to peel it off of here. And let's see. I'm going to take it this way. And maybe connect it there. Alright, so this little small section. Come in one way. It's the only way they can go there. And they can turn. And they can go that direction, or straight, or left, or left. Here they can go either direction. They can't go straight. Here they can go straight or turn, so that gives them one way there. So that gives us an in and an out for what I'm going to put over there. I'm going to put the industrial over there. So let me go ahead and build this wonderful yellow industrial. Let's see what it does. Oh, that's nice. One-click build. It's much easier than having to do a click and drag or anything like that. Again, and I kind of made a little wedge in here that I'm liking the idea of putting a little park in these little wedge areas that I'm creating. So hopefully we have those options. We'll see that. So Next we want to build. I was gonna say let's build our residential next. So that's also gonna kind of include our commercial. So what if we take from, say, here, come out, yeah, I think we can come out almost straight there. Matter of fact, I think I will. Just come straight out on there. Again, working one-way roads. And I'm going to build just a very small commercial area because industrial generates traffic and so does commercial. So I want to make sure that that way, I don't want to build those as one-ways. Dang it. You know, one-way roads are nice, but you also got to remember to use them. Excuse me. So back to, and these are just basic roads too. There are more complicated roads. Oh, there's actually oh look, there's actually a small roundabout. Huh. Well, now that I know about it, maybe next time I'll use that. Because you never, these are the kind of games that you play, and you put away for a couple months, and then you come back to them. And they're always fun. Well, usually, in my experience, they have them. I've played a lot of sim games, sim cities, and very similar style games. But the last SimCity wasn't quite up to the normal quality that they put out. So it was a fun game, but not quite what it could have been. So I'm hoping this is a little bit. Maybe this is, you know, it's a little different program, different publisher. So maybe we'll, you know, it'll be a different game, which will be nice. So now coming off here, now we're going to build our residential. Now there's a river down here, or maybe that's an ocean. Not really sure. And there's some mountains up here. Yeah, at first I'm going to build in this little area, but as you know, as a lot of these games go, you'll wind up building in one spot, and then you'll move to a different spot. You know, you'll start shuffling zones around. You'll start finding, well, you don't want to put that there because of pollution issues or something along that lines. That happens quite frequently. But so for now, I'm going to keep this over here. But I do think eventually, you know, you're going to want to put this by the water, which is usually the higher end. That's where the upper crust lives. That's where they go and have their tea and crumpets. So, let's see. I'm just going to build this way. Build this way. A little bit longer this time. Give these guys a little bit more space to live in. Bring this over and connect those. Whoops. And those are two-way roads. In order for them to get out, though, I need an exit road for them. And I think I'm going to put the exit, yeah, I think just right here. So this is a nice little park wedge. Well, probably what I'll wind up putting in there is a park of some sort, or just some trees. I mean, a lot of some of these games you can actually just build trees. So maybe I'll put some trees in there. And then, so again, they come in this way and they can go whatever direction they want. But when they want to leave, they got to come through here. So the person that lives in this corner is probably not going to be really happy. But hey, you know it when you buy the house. You bought the house there, you knew it. Quit complaining. It's like buying a house next to an airport and then complaining that there's an airport. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, we got to get some power. And the last sim game didn't have the power lines, which was good and bad. This one is a coal power plant. So we've got 55,000. That's a real big pollution maker. And it costs 20,000. So for 30,000, I can get the same amount without the pollution, except for the noise. Well, I can live with noise pollution. And oh, it gives you a nice little spot. So let's see, and that's telling me that I gotta make sure I'm in a windy place. So that gives me electricity availability. Now, does it show me anywhere a wind map? All of these wonderful options. That's free camera mode. Milestones, areas. Whoa, oh, that's not what I wanted. So there's not, I don't see anything that gives me, oh wait, hang on, info views. There we go. Leisure, natural resources, looking for something that says wind. Garbage, power, water. Happiness, always good to know that people are happy. So, alright, so the areas with the darkest colors are the strongest winds. Kind of puts it either up here at the top of the mountain, which would look awful pretty, but is a real pain to get to, or we'd have to go down here. I think I'm going to go down here and put those wind turbines in down here. I don't want to put them too close to each other. Looks like they're turned red there. I don't know if that means that that means they're interrupting each other. So it looks like it changed the wind pattern there. Be careful with that. See, the wind changed. So that makes me wonder if I don't want to put these things too close together. Alright, I think for now that's going to be fine. Oh, we're going to have to run power lines between everything. Not sure how these work. If I build that. Come on. Power line. Space already occupied, so let's see. Oh, I can't tell if that's actually connected or not. Sometimes if I run it straight on the side. Excuse me. So I don't know what the reach is on the power lines either. So I don't know if I need to build it right into the areas or no. Cut it right across town. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but that's alright. Okay, now we're still paused. So let's unpause this. Someone's happy about power. With a little chirp said. And hey, look at that. We got people. There, people are moving in. Look at that. Looks like they're building a big house. So the first couple of houses are up. I guess that must mean people are moving in there. I hear puppies. Hey, wow, cool. Duplexes, that's new. Not seen that. Oh, they're thirsty. Well, we forgot to provide the other source that we need, which is the water map. So, water availability. Well, there's no water available. So, let's see if we can find... We found the wind map, which was this one. This is traffic, levels, health, garbage. We'll have to find a place for garbage. Transport, population. Alright, let me see what we can build. There's water pipes, there's water towers. Excuse me, water pumping. So is this a water drain pipe? Or is this a water drain pipe? So, alright, we'll just start with a basic water tower. Oh, look at that. Will it fit in our little... Oh, look at that. It fits into our little wedge there. Put another one there. Let's run the pipe for this. Out. See, this is one thing I do like to do is... If there's a road, then it's not places they're going to be building on. So it's usually relatively safe to build your pipes and any underground utility type stuff in that area. I don't want these to intermix between industrial and residential water, so I'm going to run it. So we're running 2 of the water towers. And I think I'm going to have to run this one. I can run it from here up to there. But this definitely allows for a lot more freedom. And now we can look at our water map and we can see all of the areas are filled, all of the areas are blue. And no, they're all good. Except now they're sewage. So now we gotta deal with sewage. And we gotta deal with garbage. So let's go to... I can't do anything with garbage yet. But I can do sewage. And that one I had to put on a shoreline. So I guess this one's gonna go... Which way does the river flow? It's gonna flow this direction, I'm sure. It's gonna flow down, so we're gonna want this near the edge here. So we connect that. I have a feeling we're gonna have to connect that to the water pipes over here, which means we're gonna have to connect from here to there. But that kind of, you know, that's gonna connect all of our piping together now. Well, I guess that'll work. Oh, the streets are flooding with sewage. Well, the sewage is out here. It's open. It's running. Give it a minute. These people are picky again. Operating normally, and... So it looks like it's working correctly. We don't have power in our commercial zone. So let's see what we can do about getting some power up here. Can run up the power line. No. I know, my power lines just seem to be running like crazy on here. Run them across. That should give us power. Oh, wait. Okay, that took care of that. And they have power, and they have power. So we have power in our commercial zones. We have power in our residential zones. Let's see how much power we have. That was outputting 8 megawatts, so that one's at max. Nope, I think that was income. Sounds busy over here. Quiet in the residential neighborhood. Very loud in the industrial. Oh no, actually the noise is coming from the commercial. Wow. Alright, we're gonna have to put in some more commercial. I can see that already. So let's put a little, let's fill that with commercial. See if that'll do anything. And turn the zones back off. Oh, they're actually, it looks like they want some more residential too. So let's put residential in along this road. And maybe while we're at it, let's throw some there. Okay. Oh, and we got an achievement, foggy weather. I assume that's because it got foggy. It's nice when you get an achievement that actually you can do anything to earn. Just part of the game. Look like some more people have just moved in there. Let's see. Can we tell where our popular? Alright, so we've gotten, it looks like 22 new people this week. We're still losing, well, we're losing $600 a week. So we need some more money. Right now, the only thing that seems to be in demand is residential. So we've satisfied our industrial and our commercial needs for the moment. Let me check and see what our industrial looks like. See, I think we could use a little more industrial. Yeah, that looks okay like that. Give that a little square. I'm going to throw that in there. It must just be because the roads aren't dead straight. What is this? D-zone. Oh, okay, that turns zones off. Alright, so it can't do anything. So I'm just going to have to let the city grow and see what happens. Try to keep up with demand. So I'm just going to let it go for a little bit and see what happens. So we'll skip through this part. Alright, there's our first achievement. We've become a little hamlet, which means we've got 400 people in our wonderful little city here. Which means we can now tax people. That's right, everyone. Start coughing up your dough. We can take out loans. We can put garbage away, which gives us a landfill site. We can do a medical clinic so we can keep people healthy, and we can educate people, which is very important too. So, I think that's where we're going to call it for this session. And I hope you enjoyed what you're watching, and I will see you on the next one. And well, if you're liking what you're seeing, throw a little like on that like button so that you know. So I know I'm going in the right direction. Things are going good. Subscribe for new videos. And look, there's our first complaint: garbage. So we will fix the garbage situation in the next session. And let's see. There's another peep. So, all right. Again, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, and we will see you on the next one.